Hey everyone, Tracy here of DustinandTracy.com, and in today's video I wanted to talk to those of you who are in a place where you feel completely overwhelmed with information, also known as information overload. I know for a lot of people when starting a business or starting any venture in general, it's really common to face this information overload zone, the paralysis by analysis phase where you take in so much information that you just simply don't know what to do with it. And so what I wanted to do in this video is share with you how we overcame that problem ourselves, which really helped us to start getting results in our business and changing our lives. And this is a simple process that we apply to everything that we learn so that we can always retain more information and then create results from that information. So the first thing I want to share with you is something known as the cone of learning. And what you're going to see on this cone of learning is that 5% of learning actually takes place from what we hear, 10% takes place from what we read, and 30% takes place from what we see and hear. So this is things like reading something from a book, watching maybe tutorials online, videos that teach you something, going to lectures, this kind of information where you're taking it in from other people, whether it's seeing it or hearing it. And this is great. This is an awesome starting point for learning something new that you can apply to your business and life. And that's what gets the gears going and, teaches you something new. But what happens is most people get stuck there. And they wonder why nothing is happening, nothing is changing in their life, why they're not able to remember that information. And that's simply because that's the way the brain works. It will only retain up to 30% of that information if you're seeing and hearing it. So if you're just reading something, you're retaining even less information. And what you're going to see on this cone is that if you move towards the bottom, 75% of learning actually takes place from practicing what it is that you're seeing, hearing, watching, whatever it is, whatever way that you're taking in new information, 75% of that learning and that retention is going to come from practicing whatever it is that you're trying to learn. And then even more powerful is that 90% of retention, of learning retention, is going to take place from teaching others what it is that you're learning. And so, for example, I wanted to share with you an example of the process that we use. So in our business, we are really big into search engine optimization. We like to rank content on Google, but when we first started, we were completely overwhelmed with everything that was out there. So what we had to do was break it down into smaller steps. So it started with something as simple as keyword research. And so what we do when we're learning this new thing is that we will have a tab open on our computers where it'll have that training, whether it's a PDF or a video, whatever kind of training you're watching or reading in order to learn that information. We'll have that open in one tab. And then we'll have another tab open where we're going to start applying what it is that we're learning in that moment. So what we do is we watch a few steps and then we apply a few steps. We watch some more steps, apply some more steps, and we do that repetitively until we feel comfortable about what it is that we're learning. We truly feel that we are retaining that information. And then the next best thing that you can do, and this is what we do all the time, this is why we have so much content online, this is why we have so many videos, we take what we just learned and we immediately put it into our own content. We create our own training from it. We create a video, create a blog post, do something that's going to help you share that knowledge with other people. That is really where the retention is going to happen. 90% of what you just learned is now going to be retained in your brain, and you're going to be able to just keep propelling forward more and more, learning more and more information, becoming a true master at a specific skill by doing that day in and day out. But when you don't take that action immediately, when you don't practice what it is that you're learning, when you don't share what it is that you're learning, you're going to always feel stuck in your business. And so think about, professional baseball players. They didn't become great at what they do simply by reading books about baseball or watching baseball on TV. That might have inspired them. That might have got them ready to take action. It might have, got them thinking differently. But it wasn't until they started practicing the sport that they really became great at it, that they were really able to retain that knowledge and put it into something useful. And I think they say it takes about 10,000 hours of practice to become a master at something. So that practice isn't from the reading, hearing, and seeing phase. That is actually from doing what it is that you're learning. So if you really want to see some big results in your business, create some momentum, I encourage you to not wait for the perfect time to get started. Just start implementing and sharing that knowledge as you go. If you found value in this video, please like, share, or comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.